Hello, chat. So it's been a long time, I believe, since I've actually physically done a stream. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the stream. I'm just gonna do a quick sound check for the stream, see if I can hear myself through my phone if I click on the stream. I can hear. Silence. Get rid of the echo by going off the thing. And now I've already feel better, so I'm just gonna click that, click that, click that, click that. So, as a result, so basically now, let me just have a look. So naturally, I need to delete some of these lower pets just because I don't need them. Uh, I believe that 1.69 bill, 1.69B Heaven Pierce Race, Pierce Race. No, I actually don't have it as a huge, so if I get this now, that'll be really good for my index. Nope, and I didn't get it. So yeah. Now I'm going to assume as well I don't have. Oh no, I do 0. So either way, I won't be losing out if I do this. So yeah. And just out of curiosity, it's not likely I'll ever be. No, actually, no. Let me just go into my bank quickly to see what I've got because I don't know if I've got any available storage. Yes, I've got quite a bit of storage left. So any other pets I don't need, I'm just gonna throw in here because instead of deleting these pets, I could give them away or I could sell them for 1 gem, which might be an effective method just to get those extra few gems that I might need. So any other pets I don't need right now, I'm just gonna throw into my bank just purely due to the fact I don't need them. So having this extra space makes stuff easier, makes hatching a bit more efficient, I suppose, because there's more inventory space to actually catch the pets, if that makes sense. I've put the wrong pets in. Let me just grab those, and then yeah, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And now hatch again. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm ever so close to this goddamn. I'm ever so close to this 18 equipped. I'm so hyped for this as well. I'm so hyped because this is gonna be about almost another. So let's have a look. Hold up. Let me have a look. So if I do the calculations right, so right now this is what I've got equipped with, yeah? But with 18 equipped, I'm going to do a rough calculation, guys. So, plus the 1 trillion, I will be on 33.56 trill. With the extra 0.28, I should be on, I'm just calculating it, hold up, let me just think, so 76, 86, 33.90, hold up, no, so 33.56, 6, and then 7, yeah, and then that's 1.2 trill, 33.76, and then 33.7, 33.802, I think. I'm not quite sure. But essentially, I'm very close to 33 trillions. Or I'm relatively close to the 34 trillions, actually. So, and now I'm getting called by my mate like he always does. I've just had to send something to my mate because he was calling me. So, essentially, yeah, this is obviously a waiting game of the fact I'm waiting to get pets to actually, physically hatch and fuse. Anyway, so I feel like I'm gonna get the rare now purely because of after about another 20 minutes I should have got, or maybe not even that, maybe another 6 minutes or 5, I should have grabbed the epic just to speed it up a bit. So start a Q&A. Any viewers watching, I'm just going to go ahead and start a Q&A to engage. I'm going to think of a personal question you guys watching my channel for a few years might get. I'm thinking of one that is kind of, it'll be lucky if you guess it. It's something that's hard to actually guess and get right, sort of thing. So yeah, let me just think of a deep question. Not a deep question, but generally something that, So there's the Q&A. I remember it. I don't remember the exact gamer tag, but I don't have any memories of it, as in physical thing, of me being a party or whatnot with it, with someone. But I do somewhat remember the gamer tag from memory. I'm not going to reveal it, but I will reveal it after a while, in case you guys in case you guys hear it and you think, that comes into my memory, sort of thing, in case you somehow remember someone on Xbox name, Matt, and maybe just by chance, if we both do enough digging, we find it was me, maybe, or something. I don't know. You know, because there is a chance, obviously, that if I do say, someone might remember that gamer tag. I might see my videos and might think, oh, I remember him. I wonder how he's doing in life now. You know, and if they have just managed to find my channel, the answer to it is probably on my channel. I mean, most of my viewers that have watched me for long enough should know what I went through. You know, not I'd say 4 years ago now, because it wasn't 20. Well, actually, 23 was a part of it, but from the beginning, my depression, being bully stage was around 2021, 2022, I believe. So yeah, 23 was kind of, actually no, because technically I still had issues in life in 25, but that was more like in year 11, you know, but that's not as far into it. That's not as deep into it, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, I'm sure everyone in life has had has maybe had a year in their life where, my God, that was the hardest, that was a worst year. I don't just mean, oh, there wasn't anything fun. I mean, like, so much traumatic stuff happened in that year that you don't like to speak about, or you get emotional over, sort of thing. And, you know, like, 22, 23, 21, 22, 23 was probably those years, I'll be honest with you. But nowadays, I'm just a 17-year-old streamer that likes playing Fortnite, not Fortnite, likes playing EAFC. I like playing FIFA. EAFC, I like playing F1. I but I do sometimes play other games as well. But I mean, I don't really know what happened to my channel. I guess what happened to my YouTube is that I got bored for a while and I stopped posting for a bit. And naturally, I didn't even realise it, but I stopped posting altogether. So I hope that my viewers understand why I did that and are happy to see me back, you know. And the viewers that just pop into my streams every now and then and see what's up, I appreciate that as well. I really do. So I'm also going to start posting more on my Jamesgaming account, I think. Uh, Yo, viewers, what's up? I'm live on YouTube. As you can see, I've got my headset on. Hello, stream. Yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to show it. I'm trying to showcase it and whatnot. But yeah, it's kind of hard to my thing. Uh, that's my Xbox. There's a way to kind of showcase it. Maybe if I move my head. I'm going to try and move my head down so you can kind of see the stream, guys. Right, I don't know if that works or anything, yeah, but hopefully you've seen my stream. Actually, I'm just going to make my stream a bit better and so it's that. Anyway, so yeah, I hope to see you guys in my stream, and if you do watch it, I'll also put a link in the, not my bio, but in the description and in the comments. So yeah, hope to see you guys tune in for a stream, and if you don't, have a good day. Yo, viewers. Hi guys, I'm going to be giving away, depending how many giveaway entries there are, I'll be giving away these packs. So, these are the thing. Let me have a look. These 13 pets here, so from here down to there. So yeah. I'm going to give away these. No, I'm just going to give away these 10 for now. So yeah. So these 5 and these 5, depending how many extras depend. So yeah. If you would like to enter, make sure to comment below. Anyway, I'm just gonna go on to the video now and put in the thing. Anyway, so yeah, now obviously I finished hatching now, so I'm just gonna fuse everything now, and then we go again in a few seconds time, don't we? We just keep on, you know, fusing until eventually we do have a void. Not a void, a huge, sorry. We've already got a void one. So yeah, naturally now I'm gonna unlock it even without all of this index done. But I feel like 19 equip, yeah, is gonna be a very big achievement that I'm gonna get. So what I'm gonna do now, yeah, is for the whole of 2026 in the Jamesgaming community, yeah, I'm just gonna showcase the Discord quickly. Let me just make sure I've got my Discord up first. Naturally, I'm gonna show you guys the Discord, just because I would like to showcase it so you guys know that there is the Discord there in case you're not aware. Jamesgaming Discord, yeah, Jamesgaming Discord. You've got the giveaway thing, you've got the rules, you've got the new content, you've got the announcement, you've got the giveaways, welcome, media links, goals. These are the goals that I post, right? This is the goals I post in the thing for what I want to achieve and stuff. Generals, and then self promo, you know. So, you know, in a way, it's kind of like, you know, it is supposed to be a community, you know, for my viewers to chill. Yeah, so I will send you guys a quick link to it in the chat, invite to server. I will make this expire after 7 days, just purely because I'll also limit it to 10 uses for now, purely because and then copy link, yeah, and then I'm just gonna send it into the chat now. Yeah, I'm gonna send this into the chat. Is there a way to actually? Yeah, barriers. There we go. So yeah, clearly no one's interested in the Q&A, and I don't have any viewers yet. But obviously, as I haven't streamed in so long, it's natural I'm not gonna have any viewers for a while. So I do feel like it's sad at the same time, but I also understand. That's also something you have to accept. if you randomly stop posting as a streamer or as a content creator, your fan drop, not your fan drop, but your views, people might still stay sub to you because they might know you're just taking time off. Maybe you've had some personal stuff you don't disclose on stream because it's too painful for you to talk about. They support your decision and they actually, you know, they give you the time. You know, every few days or so they chat back and see if you've posted any updates. And then if you have, they'll comment and they'll show their support and whatnot. But you know, obviously, I didn't think about that as a fan base, and anyone watching, I do apologise. But at the same time, and I kind of, in a way, just had so much stuff going on. 4 months ago, I couldn't really post much, or more like 6 months ago now, actually. Oh no, my God, it feels so long ago. Actually, let me just have a look. About a year, almost a year ago now, I slowly didn't have as much time to post. So around, right, around, let me just have a look. So it's March 26th, right? Let me just count it. 1 month, 2 months, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, no, 11, around 10 to 11 months ago, as I was focusing on my GCSEs, I didn't post as much. Then I had my college life, which was about 7 months ago, around 7 months, or no, around like 8 to 9, 7 to 10 months ago, I was actually focusing on my GCSEs, or 10 to 7 months ago. And now, September 25, I joined my new college, right? I started college, right? That was fine. Eventually, I realised that's not the place for me because of how the kids are in my group, and I had to move college. And now I went there. The first week of my new college was fine. And then after a few weeks, I started getting into arguments with people, such as one incident. In the moment, I thought he was being racist, right? Because a black girl, I say black girl because I'm not addressing a race to be racist or anything, but the lad I'm on about, he said to a black girl, "Are you from?" I can't remember what country he specified, right? But in that moment, he specified a country I believed had a lot of black people in it, or near enough the whole population was black people. And I took it as he was saying that, assuming she was from a country like that just because she's black or something, and that's why I thought he was being racist. But that's just my mind popping in, if sort of thing. That's my mind going, because I naturally, I think a lot differently to other people. So that's why I thought he was being racist. So I said, "What? That's racist." And then he, I wouldn't say as much threatened me, but he said, "Don't you ever call me racist again." Like, he didn't necessarily get in the face, but he said it in such a manner that shows he's angry and shows he might do something to me, sort of thing. So I mean, and then also in the college before, obviously not for legal reasons, but for the sake I don't want to get sued or anything, I won't say the name of the college, yeah. But the first college I went to, right, one kid, he was physically. Let me think of the right wording here, right? Let me think of the right wording. Right, let me think of the right word. So, a kid called Kalen, yeah, at my first college. He physically he physically put his fist or his hand in someone's face. That's the sort of stuff he did, right? And one time, with someone I was cool with, he tried to do that. I put my arm, I put my body in away to stop it, because I didn't put my body in away. I put my arm in away, because I don't know what his intentions are. He might be mentally fucked up in the head, or he might just have trouble understanding what that means. If he goes like that to someone, he might not understand that's a swear word, right? Whereas if he goes like that to someone, he might not understand that means a gun. He might not understand the threat that goes into it, a sort of thing, yeah. Or if he goes like that, or like, I don't know what it is. Maybe if he goes like that and raises his fist to other people, it might come across as, oh, you're going to smash the face in, are you? Or you're not smash the face in, but, oh, you're threatening to beat me up, right? And then another example of that's an example of what it is. Like, and then there was this girl, right, that, you know, what's that word? She just had problems with me. It got so bad to the point a teacher had to take, but it got so bad to the point I had to storm out of the classroom and take my stuff. Right? I got my stuff and I moved out of the classroom. It got that bad, right? And then not just that, the one of the staff had to take the student out of class so we could have a conversation because it was that bad. All she did was say, "What's your problem? What's your problem?" That's all she said. I'm like, what do you mean your problem? Like, genuinely, my emotions are so rushed to a point I don't even want to speak, if you know what I mean. And then an incident happened where she bumped into me, right? I physically saw her eyes look at me where I was standing, right? And then she had the audacity to barge into me in the corridor. In that moment, all that shit that she was doing to me, trying to break my stuff, got to my head. It got to my head. And what did I do? I pushed her out of the way. And now she's crying about it, saying I assaulted her. I don't. My brain's sometimes too fucked up in my head to think of the right situation. Sometimes it is. If the guy's coming at me with a knife, I'm not gonna let him stab me, am I? I'm either gonna have to take one to the fucking head, or I'm gonna have to batter him. That's my mentality now. That's my mentality in my life. I know I'm also gonna keep that mentality separate from college, because in college you'll get chucked out. And what is the system? If you failed, no, you have to stay in the system until you're 18 years old. Why is that? Because that is when you're a legal adult, and that's when most people will get a job. So they're doing that to get you the grades you need to get a job. It's not teaching you how to make your own. No, no, no. It's teaching you how to become a good employee. School teaches you how to be an employee. Then college is another thing. College isn't as bad, you see, because college, you've got more freedom. You're not always waking up at 8. You're not always waking up at 6 every morning, are you? Well, at least for my college, at least. To get ready and then go to school. Firstly, you wear your own clothing. Nice. Secondly, I don't know if it's just me, but my friends, but we have got quite different timetables. Like if I go onto my timetable now, right? One day, let me just find it. So one day I'm in college. Oh, one day I start college at 10 a.m. The next day 10. The next day I started at 9. So I'll read out the times from when we start. No, I'll read out the start and finish times. Monday, 10 till 1. Tuesday, 10 till 11:30. Wednesday, 9 till 9 till 1:15. Thursday, 9 till 3. Friday, 12 to 3. Right? Those are random times. Whereas in school, you have fixed times. So you know, and in a way, that's actually more like work. If you think about it, most jobs, when you sign up for the job, you have your hours. You might work from 5 a.m. every day till 2 p.m. every day, right? That might be your schedule. So you've got, let me just do maths quickly, a 9-hour shift, I believe. So every day, you have a 9-hour shift. You get there. But if you know the boss needs you to be there half an hour early, right? So you need to be there for around 8:30 to do the meetings every morning. You know, your boss expects you to arrive at 8:30 every morning. At the latest, 8:30, because that's when they do a meeting. They might not mind you being 1 minute late, because they can always, because your company decide to offer might go, oh yeah, you're 5 minutes late, you missed two things. Quick conversation at the end of the meeting before you start your shift. That doesn't go towards your end of a shift, because bosses understand people get stuck in traffic, people oversleep, yeah? But every time you do that, a boss is eventually going to be less calm with you and less nice to you, yeah? And then eventually, after the 20th time, or let's say after the 15th time in a month of you doing that, they decide that you need to work overtime as a result because they're fed up of you doing that to make you actually feel the effects of it, right? Now you know you've actually that's not accepted, right? So now you know naturally you're going to try and do that. Or let's say you don't work that early. Let's say you work from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. at night. So you work a 12-hour shift. Let's say you work on a building site, yeah? You have 10, 11 other work colleagues that work the exact same hours as you. At a time, there's normally, let's say, 30 people on site, right? Let's say more people come onto the site at 1 p.m. Let's say 10 more colleagues come on the site at 1 p.m. to help you out a bit more. Then their shift ends at 11:30 p.m., right? Or no, let's say their shift ends at 11 p.m. They work less hours than you, but they finish later than you because they start 3 hours later than you, but they finish an hour early, an hour after. So technically, overall, they only work 2 extra hours than you if the maths is right. So like you start your shift at 10 a.m., right? You finish at 10 p.m. So that's a 12-hour shift. However, they start 1 p.m. and they finish at 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold up. Yeah. Basically, work is a system, right? The thing I do heavily believe in is that schools don't teach you how to become a business owner. They teach you how to become a good employee. Because what are you forced? I'm going to name some factors and the real, when you're getting a job, right? Factors if you own your own business that are completely different to what you were taught in school. You were taught to stay silent. You were taught to obey. You were taught to, let me think. You were taught to So firstly, you're taught to listen, you're taught to stay silent, you're taught to show up on time, you're taught discipline. I understand discipline is somewhat related, but the second you are a minute late, they are on your backs. I guarantee you, there is not a boss in real life that will be firing you for being 1 minute late. I guarantee you that now. There might be bosses that are stricter than other ones, but they still understand that we're all human. Yeah? But when you're 15, when you're 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and if you're 11, 12, you're learning the school, you're learning the process. It might be nice to you. I mean, don't worry, mate, you're only 2 minutes late. You've got 3 more years to sort this out. No, 2 more years or 3 more years until the start of year 10, which is when you're due to see things. Year 8, they might be slightly stricter and say, if you're 10 minutes late one time, they might give you maybe like a 5 minute stay behind the break, maybe, to talk to you about being on time. But in the real world, I'm sure bosses understand that we're all human and we can't always guarantee that it will play out how it was supposed to, sort of thing. If you know what I'm trying to say, like, bosses will understand that not everyone can guarantee their work schedule will plan in boss's favour, sort of thing. So, or their life schedule. They understand that people have work. They understand that people can't always guarantee that, So that's what I'm trying to say, and it's, you know, just have a look and see what the lowest one is so I know what sort of speed it would be, or sort of thing. So 20.33 trillion, yeah? 20.33 trillion, right? So I believe by the end, so I believe next week it will be around 24 trillion to be safe. Oh no, actually 30 trillion. No, 28 trillion. Because I'm sure the leaderboard will go up by at least 1 trillion by tonight. I'll check back, right? I'll try to check back around maybe in another hour or two and see what the leaderboard is. Yeah? So I've now got the pet equipped I really need. So as a result of that, I can almost kind of relax in a way because I know I've got what I want. Anyway, so as I'm never going to get my pet equip done anyway, if they did remove the verify ID thing, right? Even if they did remove the verify ID thing, my other account will be so far behind, would it even be worth trying to get it up? Obviously, I know that giving myself this would massively improve that once I start grinding again when they remove it. But that's the problem. They added that for a reason. They added that because they wanted the leaderboard to be harder in a way. Because now Xbox players that like me that don't know their password, it's kind of in a way they can never get their account leaderboard eligible unless it's a different game. Obviously, that doesn't have that feature, but I'm still upset with it but I still do play on that account because it's always good to grind it so I can help my other account if I need to. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to check on my other account. Let me just grab my controller. If I swear to God, if it's Curtis, oh my God. Yeah, what is it? Alright, I know, I heard you first time. I'm just saying, I heard you. It just sounded rude. Kind of, yeah, but I'm just trying to get. Oh, hold up. Yeah, that was the other thing. Uh, 20 quid. Let me just do a quick check. Alexa, what is the time in the UK?
in the United Kingdom. It's 7:32 p.m.
I meant to say England, but naturally I'll say UK. That's the state. Well, we should be breaking. All of you should be broken up from school or college or work. So chat, I was just doing a few different things on my Xbox. So naturally, I've gotten the pet equip. There's no need to grind now, because the next pet equip is going to be around. Let's just have a quick look. Cajun race. Let me count how many I've got here first. I'll go back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 20, 30, 31. I lost track, so it's either 32 or 31. When 33, I've got near enough all of that. I've got near enough every single pet in here. I also need to get done. And then I've maxed this out. Oh no, I haven't maxed out. I haven't either, actually, technically. So I still need to get that. So, actually, this is going to be a bit closer than I thought it was. But yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, go on then. Right, anyway. So, chat. How far is it into the stream? It's 47 minutes, right. So, I'm going to have a look now. So, what I'm going to do, chat, is hold up. I'm going to try and make, right, I'm going to try to find a moment in the stream where I know about pet equipped. So, I'm going to assume it's around the 35.00. So naturally, from my memory, the Discord bit was shown quite before that bit. So what I do need to do is I need to cancel that, go back onto it, and I'm going to search up. Let me have a look. About a 40-minute mark. Right, I need to. It's so. Right, that's the problem with that clip. So that's the issue, chat. I'm trying to look at this clip, but I can't zoom in anymore. That's the issue. So I think I'm going to go a bit back a little bit more, and then. But that's the issue. I can't actually. This is difficult to clip, chat, purely because of the fact. Hold up. So yeah, this was when I was still actually hatching and everything. So now, it seems like after I've confirmed it, I can't actually like do it. So I'm gonna have to go back on the stream later and do it. But what I will do is I will make a marker of a stream, I suppose. I don't know. I guess. Oh, I see. Yeah. So I know what that stream marker is. Now it's a thing where you can clip it, have a. So yeah, I'm gonna put timestamps there. Participants. There's only. Yeah, chat. I did believe this was gonna be a pretty empty stream because I've only started posting again. So naturally, my viewers and my channel needs to repopulate. So I'm just gonna have to keep making videos on the channel, I suppose. Maybe not spam videos, but like make videos. Start making videos soon again, or at least start to think about making proper videos now. So, chat. I think as there's no viewers, I'm gonna end the stream here. And if you're watching this as a stream after the live stream, as a video, I hope you guys watch the next stream, and I hope you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to watch my content. If you enjoy it, subscribe. If you don't like it, you're not forced to watch my videos, are you? There's loads of other YouTubers. I'm just one small content creator out there over millions of other creators online that with similar viewers to me and similar following might be better than me. Some might not be as good as me. Obviously, in terms of actually engaging with the audience, they may not be as good. But in terms of posting, they might have posted more than me recently. Because trust me, I've seen some channels, right, that I've got like, they've posted so many of these vids, but they don't even get 10 subs. I don't, like, because that's the thing. YouTube, these platforms, I do feel like if there was a feature, right, where if you prefer to watch smaller creators, you can purposely do a setting so you don't see the big creators' videos. The only way you see it is if you search their channel up. So if I had that setting on and I search, let's think of a big creator, Mr. Beast. If I search his channel up, it would show his videos. If I didn't search him up, it doesn't matter what I search up. YouTube has got these filters that are designed so you don't see Mr. Beast's videos, even if it's got the exact same title. However, if it's got for example, playing Roblox, if I search that up, I wanted viewers with less than 20k subs, it would show videos and streams playing Roblox with less than 20k subs, or within that filter I did. So I wouldn't see Mr. Beast playing no Roblox, I wouldn't. But what I would see is a small creator like me playing Roblox. Anyway, that's one idea I've got for TikTok, YouTube to add. YouTube, if you're watching this, please add it. I think it will massively benefit every creator on the platform, whether you're a small one or big one, right? But also, I feel like design it so it does help small creators in a better way. And obviously, it's designed so naturally, as they build a bigger and bigger platform, it's still not impossible for them to find videos of bigger creators. It just doesn't show as often. So those new viewers might be more rare. So content creators might tend to value those people more because all those people that sit down to watch your streams and like and subscribe and send donations is why they're successful. If I start making money and I don't even get 200 quid a month, that's not going to be a reliable source of income, is it? But whereas if other creators that make 10 grand a month, that's enough to live off. That is more than enough. As long as you budget and you don't go spending loads of money. Because for me personally, if I made 10 grand a month, food is already sorted. What I do is I just go up the shop with my co-op cards, go to my local co-op, I get some snacks, I get those meal deals. That's my food sorted for a month. Or more like the meal deals, food sorted for a week. The snacks is what I sort for a month. I put them in my fridge, I leave them there for my streaming. That's my monthly food sorted out. I do that every month. You know, I might go for different stuff every month. And then I might make a list of what I prefer to have overall as a gamer, and what other stuff I'll switch up every month. You know, my meal deal bit I might switch up. I might look at the shop and I might go, yeah, I'm gonna grab these wraps because I prefer them this month. But then, or this week, sorry, and then, but for the other snacks like crisps or chocolate, those are monthly ones. Or for example, that's an example, obviously. But then in terms of paying electricity and stuff, I'm all sorted. I should have more than enough money after budgeting the food to spend, let's say, £50 maximum a month I aim for. Or no, maybe £200 a month for a more reasonable budget. That's 4.8. No, yeah, that's 9.8k left I've got of my monthly budget. More than enough to budget, isn't it? But obviously, when I say that, I don't know how much bills cost. You have a look. Let me show. I'll search up in my area and have a look to see what homes cost per month. To see if I was living in a home like this, or let's say I lived in if I lived in a flat or in a home that is designed, like let's say a building that's designed to have a fridge, like let's say a gaming sort of bit to put gaming stuff in, as well as a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and all that lot in one room. How much that sort of cost, or maybe not that, but just generally a one bedroom flat that can hold up few people maximum. So I'm pretty sure the thing I'm going to look on is Rightmove, and then I'm just going to go Rightmove and search it up. So as a good example for the younger audience, I'm going to stream service. I don't care if I say where I live. I really don't. I'm not going to say my exact. Right. Oh shit. No. Hold up. Whoa. Hold up. That's not good. I hope you guys did not screenshot that. But I'm just going to search up my area quickly. Anyway, rents in terms of rent. Yeah. I'm going to search. I'm going to search my exact area, right? So property types. I'm going to do any type, yeah? But, yeah, so in terms of my actual area, there's none available. Now, I'm going to do within 10 miles, alright? Within 20. What about houses? Oh, wait, no, hold up. That's the problem. I'm going to have to go within 30 miles then. Oh, that's why I haven't actually. Right, that's why, because I didn't press search, right? So now I've done this. I'm going to screen share it. Yeah. So view 32 properties, yeah. Now, so let's say I'm going to go for a cheaper budget because I've only got £5 a month. Maximum price, and I want to do up a maximum of £1 a month. How many properties are available? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available. 6 might not seem a lot, but when you look at it, 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. 720, £600 a month. That is a well good deal. Look. Because remember, if you don't like the bedding, if you don't like the interior, you can always replace it. You can always change it once you've bought it. Obviously, if you're renting it out, you might have to get rid of that and you might have to move it to your next apartment. Or they might have to, it all depends on the landlord's rules. They might not care what you do with it as long as you tell them in advance, because they like to keep that old interior to decorate new houses they build or something. Personally, they might be really strict. They might take you into a lawsuit if you even think about changing the oven, let alone a whole bedroom. Look at this. £875 per month, right? For a one bedroom and bathroom, that's not as good. But I mean, nowadays that's just a more expensive one. But a 5 bedroom apartment for £600, I would take that if I were you. I would, because I mean, let me just search something else up, right? What is the average PCM cost for a 5 bedroom house for rent? I mean, let me just put in the UK. Oh my god, guys, you have got a very good deal. Next, I'm also going to show it in case you don't need me, but have a look. £952. You're getting exactly that for 633. You are saving so much. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do maximum. Let's say I've got let's say I've got a £5 budget and I don't mind spending half of it on it. And then I don't mind spending a minimum of 1,000. That isn't as good, right? Because you get 1 bedroom, that and bathroom, that's it. That's a flat for me. That's a flat. So just to confirm it, yeah, I'm going to change the price back to any. And then what I am going to do is change it to property type, house, right? Is there a house here? Let me have a look. Flat then. I'll go for a flat. Yeah? So, under 1,000, right? Under 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is when I actually put property type and it's a flat. So is there 633? No, there's not. So actually, if I think about it, yeah, I've actually had to think about it, yeah, because obviously a flat is not 5 bedrooms. That is not 5 bedrooms. Because a flat is a massive building with loads of different apartments. Think of a hotel. That's exactly what it is, except it's not as big. It's more of a private one. It's not a hotel's a public thing. A flat, a block of apartments is just like a hotel, except it's private land. You don't just rock up there with your stuff. You actually have to pay. You actually have to pay monthly for it. Whereas a hotel, you pay for it straight up. I'm pretty sure. You don't when you book the room. You either pay it online, or you pay when you're there. So if I'm in desperate need of a hotel and I've got 30 quid, and I just so happen to find a hotel in my area and I need it for a month, and it just so happens, let's say it's 10 quid a month, I can just about afford it. Actually, no, 10 quid a month is ridiculous. I don't think that's ever. I think I'm living in dream world here. I think I am. Let's say I've got 50 quid on me, and I so happen I need a Or no, it's not a month yet, it's per night. So if I so happen I need it for a week, and it so happens to be £2 a night, £5 a night, if the maths is right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So my 30 quid is just out of budget. If I had 50 quid, that would be avoidable. But obviously, remember, you've got to remember this, right? You're only paying it for a short time, and I'm sure eventually, if you ask them how long you can actually stay there under the boss's rules, I'm sure they'll tell you a month maximum, because it ain't a property. It ain't a buyable out property. It isn't. It's a hotel, because there might be public services there as well. You know. Whereas if you're in your own apartment, your backyard is your own property. If someone you don't know goes on it, they're trespassing. Whereas when it's a hotel, they're not really trespassing, are they? Unless it is sectioned under a private, like, mansion or a private home, that does tend to have people in there. Then I feel like that is legal where you're trespassing if you don't have permission to be there. But obviously, enough about talking about budgeting and stuff. I don't think you guys care about, do you, chat? No, you don't. So, anyway, as I said 10 minutes, I think I'm going to leave the stream here. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a lovely rest of the day, and bye.